Falco's laser is easily one of his best tools in Melee, and is inarguably one of the best projectiles in the game, if not the best. It's an integral part of his kit, and is something every level of Falco has to incorporate into their playstyle. And while the projectile itself is what makes the move so useful, it's the mechanics behind the move's animation that make it usable. Controlling neutral from the other side of stage and bullying your opponent in unranked comes from much more than a 3% base knockback projectile. This isn't very intimidating, but this is. Landing during the laser animation results in it auto-canceling, meaning the landing like Falco experiences here is no different from just landing after an empty hop, allowing him to act almost immediately once he touches the floor. Neutral Bs such as Falco's can be B-reversed, turning your character around as the move's animation begins. B-reversing lasers is an important and obvious part of Falco's fundamentals. If Falco B-reverses a laser and fast falls before the laser comes out, it still auto-cancels. This allows you to functionally buffer a pivot so that Falco is immediately actionable facing the opposite direction, and there's quite a bit of utility in this. When you land with this laser pivot, we'll call it, you can perform an immediate aerial, allowing you to get the maximum drift out of a move like Nair, which normally requires some pretty precise stick motions more easily and consistently. Ever since I saw Cornflakes' Bobby Big Balls combo video, link in the description, where he consistently edge cancels reverse Nair into a shine aerial edge guard, I wanted to do it myself, but it turns out drifting forward with reverse Nair and then edge canceling it is pretty hard to do on command, and oftentimes you won't have the time to set yourself up from a stationary position. But by using this little laser pivot, it's actually incredibly easy to set up after just a little bit of practice. Another place to implement this is as a neutral mix-up against opponents anticipating and attempting to work around your lasers. Falcon, for instance, is notoriously able to low profile most of Falco's laser heights with side B. When faced with a wall of lasers in neutral, side Bing under the mid and high lasers and nairing over the low lasers is Falcon's general flowchart for breaking through. But while Falcon is anticipating to stuff your laser approach, or the wall you're putting up, landing quickly with a laser pivot puts you in a very advantageous position where you can easily up-tilt and beat out Falcon's response. Many Falcons adapt to laser pressure by approaching with high, fast-fell aerials such as Stomp or Nair. This allows them to avoid the laser altogether and knock you down for a tech chase or get an immediate grab follow-up.
See, too many lasers.
This is particularly good against Falco as he has notoriously limited front-facing anti-air coverage. Up tilt, however, is a great anti-air, and unlike crouch cancel shine or shine out of shield, which are responsive aerial punishes, up tilt is a preemptive poke. If you see Falcon adapt to your laser pressure in this way, or habitually approaching with high aerials when lasers are out, laser pivoting gives you a free opportunity to stuff their approach with your sweeping up tilt or a short hop back air, both of which would be technically demanding to do consistently and on reaction if initially facing forward. Now, like any mix-up, it's not infallible, and obviously shouldn't be something to rely on. But mix-ups can disassemble the game plan of players who cannot adapt quickly, or start to condition opponents who can. Forcing your opponent to respect certain options and think just a little bit more about their response adds another level of yomi to your match. And in a game like Melee, developing mind games is how we develop the meta. There are some more niche applications to this I've found that are stage specific. For example, on Dreamland, running off the platform and immediately inputting a laser pivot and fast fall allows for a very seamless way to take ledge. Being able to occupy a ledge so quickly opens up more edge guarding opportunities for the bird. You're able to be more reactive and more responsive to your opponent's position and recovery options, and even use some of your ledge intangibility to secure a stock that otherwise would have been thwarted by an opponent's aerial out of hit stun. I know none of this is game-breaking new tech. We've been turning ourselves around with lasers for years.
Oh, it's so good. I call that the mango.
But I hope pointing out a few practical applications of this technique can help you understand the mechanics and mental aspect of the game a little better. And if you can think of any other ways Spacies can use this, or if you can think of a better name besides laser pivot or short hop B reverse no laser auto cancel neutral B, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this installment of my new series Melee on My Mind. I'll see y'all in the next video.